Hey everybody, welcome to Pro Wrestling Guerrillas DDT 4. Myself, Excalibur, here with my broadcast colleague Rick Knox, Ricardo Casanova, the Love Machine, and the senior official here in Pro Wrestling Guerrilla.
A pleasure to be here as always. I'm really super pumped up for this year's DDT 4. This is going to be a fantastic tournament.
I certainly believe it will be. And the champions right now in the ring for the first match of the night and possibly their first title defense of the night. They defended the title 3 times last year in the DDT4 tournament in 2009, and it was an unprecedented feat that they hope to repeat once again here in 2010. If they did, I mean, they would. I think that would make them the top tag team in the world.
I agree.
First round matchup in the DDT4 Tag Team Tournament, and it is for the Pro Wrestling Guerrilla World Tag Team Championship. Introducing first the challengers at a combined weight of 353 pounds, the team of Johnny Goodtime and Jerome LTP Robinson.
Goodtime and Robinson, of course, products of the Southern California wrestling scene.
And their opponents at a combined weight of 377 pounds, they are the reigning Pro Wrestling Guerrilla World Tag Team Champions. Generation Me!
Oh my God!
Now that's, you know,
the Young Bucks have started things out. Now they struck them with the belt before the match began. Now, Rick Knox, this raises a very interesting question. If the Young Bucks get disqualified in the first round, they technically do not lose the titles.
See, that's a sticky situation. That's why, you know, the referee's
but then what happens in the second round?
You know, that's the whole thing. I mean, the referee has to do everything in his power to make sure that these titles don't get lost in the mix here due to the disqualification. I mean, I know you got to keep rules in there, you got to enforce the rules, but I mean, you know, when I'm going to be in there, it's basically going to be, I'm going to do everything I can to make sure this match continues, you know.
It is up to the referee's discretion tonight. You heard it from the senior official, Rick Knox. And look at this, Nick Jackson with Johnny Goodtime's accoutrement, poking a little fun.
And again,
using the foreign object, using that iron mask that Johnny Goodtime has customized with various turquoise and purple colors.
you know what, and the Bucks trying to duplicate their feat from last year's DDT4, obviously they know what they're up against, having done it once before.
Yeah, and they felt like they had a lot to prove last year.
Yeah, absolutely. And at this point, I think they're just going to try to hold on to what they've got, and if that means jumping these guys before the bell starts, hitting them with belts, hitting them with masks, I guess they're going to do it. I mean,
yeah, I mean, if you think about it, the Young Bucks, or Generation Me, as it were, they have already surpassed Super Dragon and Davey Richards' record for the most dominant tag team in Pro Wrestling Guerrilla history. So what more did they have to do? Nice, look at that, LTP inside and out. There goes Nick Jackson. Matt Jackson back up to his feet. LTP, a series of elbows to the face of Matt. Nick Jackson sweeps out the legs of LTP, spins him around, kick to the face,
roundhouse kick,
and Johnny Goodtime knocked off the apron for good measure. And look at this, Nick Jackson just staring right into the camera, telling, I don't know what he's telling the fans, but
you know what, at this point I think he's just reaffirming that you know, they're the best tag team in the company, at least as far as the record goes. So it's
look at that, headbutts. Unorthodox.
What's he thinking?
Perhaps a little Steinerism by Nick Buck. I don't know what you would call that, but he did do that running dog-faced gremlin headbutt. Ouch! And the double stomps to the back of LTP. LTP, you know, he showed up to the building a little late. He was a little bit rattled, and I have to say, you know, I mean, he had some duties for Mother's Day that he had to take care of, like any good son.
Yeah.
And you know, that could have cost him, could cost his team.
Absolutely. I mean, he basically slid in here with moments to spare before this match started. We were wondering whether he was going to make it in time or not. He might have had to forfeit the whole team spot. but he made it. He's in the ring and not doing so hot at the moment, but, you know, we'll see what happens.
Of course, this year, the DDT4 tournament, the first round matches were announced in advance, but right now, the second round matches are still shrouded in mystery. What will happen is during intermission, after the first 4 matches tonight, the board of directors will actually call me. Well, they'll send me a text message. They don't call me too much, but they'll send me a text message with the semifinal matches. So, you know, I mean, right now, LTP and Johnny Goodtime, if they win, they could face any of the 7 teams.
Wow.
None of the brackets are set in stone right now. So
interesting.
That definitely does add a dimension. It perhaps gives these teams that are not regular teams like Scott Lost and Chuck Taylor and Ryan Taylor and Roderick Strong perhaps a little bit of a edge up. You know, their opponents don't have a real chance to prepare for them.
Absolutely. I mean, that's the one thing they got going for them, whereas the Young Bucks, you just saw what they got going for them, which is some experience. They're a well-oiled tag team. They were taking advantage of the rules right there. You just saw it.
Lateral press by Matt Jackson. 2 count only from Patrick Hernandez, the junior-senior official here in Pro Wrestling Guerrilla. And, you know, I mean, I didn't mean to destroy LTP and Johnny Goodtime's chances by saying they came late. I talked to Goodtime about it if he was nervous because LTP didn't show up. And he said that they've been doing their homework for the time leading up to the tournament. And there you can see LTP had the Bucks well scouted. There is no shortage of Young Bucks matches available on www.prowrestlingguerrilla.com on DVD for you to order.
Oh, wow! I have never seen that.
Shining Huracan Rana by LTP and Johnny Goodtime.
Goodtime took too long getting in the ring, though. Oh, my goodness.
Back elbow takes Matt down. A chop to the throat takes Nick down. A clothesline takes Matt down. Irish whip into the rope, reversed by Nick Jackson.
Good combination right there.
2. Well, the Young Bucks there to break things up just in the nick of time. Excuse me, Matt Jackson. Back suplex, Goodtime lands on his feet.
What the heck?
Oh, comes through, sweeps on the leg, and a huge mushroom stomp by Johnny Goodtime. Very unorthodox counter maneuver going into that.
Right now, Johnny Goodtime's handling both the Bucks.
But a highly effective attack. Now he's got Nick in the corner after a series of chops, sends him pillar to post. Nick Jackson looked like he got a little strung up on the bottom rope, but he did recover. Oh, Goodtime kicks out the legs of Nick Jackson. Comes in over the top rope. Whoa, nice. Pushes off the face of Nick, and a head scissors on Matt into his brother. Falcon Arrow. 1, 2. Oh, he did the deal. But Matt Jackson was there just in time to break things up for his brother and to keep the belts around the waist of the Young Bucks, at least for a few more moments.
This seems like a handicap match the last several moments here.
LTP did take a prodigious beating earlier on in the contest. Oh! Goodtime just pulled Matt Jackson into the way of Nick's super kick. Nick caught his brother in the back of the head with that super kick.
Oh my goodness.
Boot to the face, LTP. DDT on Nick.
My goodness. We just
Triangle German suplex. 1, 2. Matt Jackson.
Man. It's a good thing that Matt was in the ring still, because we just might have had an upset right there.
Very well could have. Matt Jackson just reversed LTP to the apron. Johnny Goodtime reversed by Nick Jackson.
This thing's breaking down.
Whoa, would you look at that?
Oh, man.
Matt Jackson caught him in a head scissors and Nick. Oh, wow. Look at that.
The fans are all on their feet here.
Here to the midsection. What a tremendous opening contest. Business by the Young Bucks, but nobody home.
Small package.
Oh! Very nearly a 3 count for Goodtime.
That was close, Goodtime. That was close. He can't slow down at this point. He's got him reeling. He cannot slow down.
Jawbreaker by Nick Jackson. Leg lariat takes Goodtime off of his feet and knocks Goodtime to the outside.
It only took a second.
Tagged by Nick Jackson. Matt Jackson is in the ring. The fans parting like the Red Sea. Baseball sliding drop kick. Nick Jackson just got his leg swept out by LTP. And Matt, it just got rocked by Johnny Goodtime. The 818 by LTP.
This does not look good for the Young Bucks right here.
Goodtime. The running bulldog into a guillotine on the ropes. Caught him with the knee drop. Mariposa. Johnny Goodtime. Frog splash.
This is it.
1, 2. No. Matt Jackson Jackson kicking out.
That's some strong resilience there by Matt Jackson. That right there shows why these guys have been tag team champions for well over a year.
They almost very close to 2 years. They are the most dominant tag team in Pro Wrestling Guerrilla history, and this is exactly why.
Oh my God!
Oh! Goodtime was just thrown off the top rope by Nick Jackson.
Wow, we almost had a serious incident there with some
We
fans.
almost had a fatality to one of the fans here. Oh, powerbomb by Matt on LTP.
And that quick, the fortunes can change. I think LTP and Goodtime's shot is just about over here.
Goodtime landed very awkwardly on those chairs. He might have sprained his ankle, if not worse.
Whoa!
Jackson! Incredible action, and this is the only the opening contest of the evening.
My goodness.
LTP just ate the corkscrew ace crusher from Matt Jackson, and now the Young Bucks, like a couple of hyenas.
They said, oh my God.
The super kick. Oh! LTP was just destroyed, and the champions retain in the opening contest of the evening.
Valiant effort by LTP and Goodtime.
What a huge victory
You see
for
Matt.
the Young Bucks.
One down.